Hi everybody, this is Dennis from the Dennis and Andy Show. I'm going to do the hashtag full review of Death by Life issues number 1 through 6. Antarctic Press puts it out. The story writer is Anthony Zicari, and Claudia Sepulveda is the artist. This has been kind of long waited. I had a hard time getting the first couple of issues. I wound up getting issue 3 in the beginning, and it was very tough to find it. Antarctic Press is kind of small, and I wound up having to go through a lot of conventions before I finally found it. So anyway, let's just kind of dig in. I'm going to kind of flip through this. The storyline is, the long Angelic Wars have ended, but Death was allowed to keep his powers to do his job under the watchful eye of the archangel Miridia. However, with empathy and other moral values at an all-time low, Death finds himself actually bored and fed up with his work. Then an event happens, and, well, Death feels something new to him, a touch of the living. The ramifications could shake basically all of existence. So it's kind of an interesting premise. I do love things like the Blood Wars, the Angelic Wars. I do a lot of role playing, and I did a 6-year storyline on the Demon Wars. So this is kind of something that's, I was really excited to find. I do really like the artwork in this, Death's talking to a guy here, and he's like, oh, she broke up with you, right? And he's like, yeah, well, so you're not going to kill me? He goes, I'll give you another chance. That's what it was talking about. Death's kind of bored. And he goes, here, have a chocolate bar. It's not new, but you'll enjoy it. And of course, the guy reaches down to grab the chocolate bar, actually touches Death. He goes, wait, oh, my Baby Ruth bar. And then I remember, stupid, you can't touch the mortals. So the guy winds up dying, falls to it, and he loses his candy bar. And that kind of makes Death sad. Then you hear, screams, crash. What the hell? Oh my God, what happened? That guy just fell from the sky. Oop, crap. And there's Miridia. That's the archangel. So she's in there. She's kind of keeping tabs on him and everything. This is just pretty cool. You want me to tell your life story? You want me to tell you? Well, here, I can tell you. Money for tacos. He goes and looks into, goes home, looks into his food. He goes, oh, my comfy house. Sons of bitches, not again. Charcoal again. Huh. Yeah, here it is exciting. So there's charcoal in his pantry. She goes up to talk to him. Oh, dang it. Hey, I'm not the tooth fairy. Don't come hanging out with me. He goes, I can't touch anything, right? Well, maybe, maybe one day you'll have a moment you'll be able to. What's wrong? I have to go. So Death is, he's kind of emotional. He goes, my work is calling me. So when we get in, there's another person that's down, and it kind of flips through. You can see that, he's like, humans, they make mistakes. They do things they shouldn't. You think they would learn from them, and then they kind of repeat the mistakes over and over again. And he goes, and then, she gets pregnant. She winds up having an abortion. Others simply toss them away as if they were garbage. I don't have a heart, and yet I can say this. It breaks my heart to look at this scene. Even Death appreciates the beauty of the world. And then it continues on, and it starts up all over again. She starts going into the same cycle, and all of a sudden she gets sick, and she gave up the child basically for diamonds and gold, and karma pays you back. And anyway, so you can see they're trying to revive her. And that's kind of the end of issue number 1. We'll pick up with number 2. And so this is the end of my life. Death smoking, which is kind of funny to see Death smoking. Damn it, did my life just become more difficult? Why? Why? I don't know why. Was it pity? I don't know, something I never felt before. Did I do good? Was I supposed to? What do you guys think? Guys? Kevin? Kevin? Oh, yeah, it didn't go so well. So anyway, she shows up. I barely see you. You seem different. You don't usually, you know, leave overs. You don't, basically, you usually take souls, and you haven't been doing that. Why haven't you been doing it? Oh my God, open a portal. Would you just let me finish? Oh yeah, kind of opened a portal. Unbelievable, we have to go. Where are you going? I'm in a bit of a hurry. I don't know if you can handle this. Wait, you can't. Wait, I have to get to you. The artwork, look at that. That is just cool. Again, I just think I love the color palettes and everything that are in this. It's like the Halo thing really doesn't work for you. So they got some good banter that goes between them. But she goes, but she knows there's something up. Are you nervous? Come on. What are you hiding? Oh, I'm not hiding anything. Basically he's just trying to downplay it. She goes, don't lie to me. I'm not lying. I'm simply, just in my days, and you know what I'm talking about, right? All I cared about in the past days was to take care of the newborns. Life funny because I'm supposed to take it. But for once in my life, I give a damn, and I'm so glad that I understood each other. Then for me to walking away. To this, I'll regret making her cry. So the angel actually cries when she sees what's happening, and you can see, there's the angel going back and forth. Seraph, get over here. Anyway, you see another angel. Show me your true face. No. By our Lord, I ask you to show where your brother is. Tell me, or I'll rip that crown off that dead body of yours. So we get introduced to some new characters. And 2 hours after the incident, so there's a reporter on there, and something bad happened, so she's trying to talk about it. And of course, the demon's back there. Are you deaf? Get out of my shot. Oh, that didn't go so well for her. Have you found her? So we get introduced to some new angels that are on the hunt. I hate them. I hate them. Who did this to you, baby? And where is your crown? He took it. That trash. He took it. You can actually see the smoldering and stuff where the crown was. The crown to the deaths. Their relics are their life. Some are small, some are big. The pain will endure. I will not allow it. So you see the spikes, splat, drip. Only those that have suffered the consequences of failure know how others feel. Those who only know success cannot understand the pain and suffering of those who struggle. So they've got some pretty interesting, profound things going on. Ta-da! Well, you look at that. I got a TV, a fridge, and a porn mag. Wait, how'd that get in there? You should get rid of it. Wait, I read it for the articles. Again, they've got some cute humor and stuff that's in it. She goes, but she's trying to get serious with him. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it is to have a life in you for the first time. It's just, you don't even know who you are. How are you going to understand me? So she's trying to basically understand why when death touched the girl, he basically saved the child. The child grasped onto him, and the child is now living inside of death. And that has obviously never happened before, nor should it be allowed to happen. So anyway, they're being hunted down. You just nuked my deposit, you sons of bitches. They showed up. So Miridia and Death, they basically wind up getting into this big fight. We're surrounded. You can see the different angels that are on there. Again, this is a really cool picture. Quit joking. We have to battle our way out. That would be a wonderful idea. However, I don't think I'll allow it. It just wouldn't be right to let a monster like you go, and it would be a shame to waste the opportunity to flirt with death, right? So again, now we see something back in his apartment a few hours ago. We can see there's somebody there, invisible, eating his stuff. Oh, there's a demon, or devil. Nothing like a good cold yogurt. To be continued. So we kind of pick on up, and all of a sudden, this, hey, I got your Greek yogurt. This demon kind of shows up. Who the hell are you? Burn them now. Oh shit. Again, the artwork here really tells a lot. There's a big battle. Again, this is another just really, really cool picture. And for some reason, this devil's decided to help out Angel in death. And she goes, I've basically been around your place. I've been eating your yogurt. And she's explaining, look, you know, the yogurt, that's why I leave the charcoal, because death likes charcoal. Everybody kind of knows that. Again, look at that. That is just cool. Would you challenge the Sephirim death? This path leads to your end. So I'm just going to kind of flip through. The story is cool in a way, and I'm going to get into it a little bit more. She's like, she wants to take him down. Hey, you two, watch your backs. And he's like, Etheriel, stop. You could hurt. She hears him, but she shoots anyway. And then, Miridia, look out. No, I know what I have to do. Sometimes it may seem that she's taking care of me, but for once, I have a friend who's never abandoned me. I just hope I have the strength to tell her. I have to use the bathroom now. So they've got some fun little humor that's in it. So she basically saves the two of them. So it's interesting. We got Death working with an archangel, working with the devil. And you can see that the opal of death. I am the opal of death. 1,000 dying stars will feed my children. The path of life will show you how your flesh blood nurtures us all. Begone, Sephirim. Your kind are naught, but pray to me. So again, really cool stuff. He cannot have gone far. He will need to replace the damaged bone because he got injured. What is done is done. And he's basically, don't ever disobey me again. They never make that mistake again. They are the only reason we rebelled against our kind, to know the truth. So it's kind of cool. They're basically all misfits that are trying to do it. And then we kind of open up in here, and it continues on, and then we're starting to find Miridia. They're kind of back on Earth. They're trying to figure everything out. The demon has decided to help them. They're still hunting right now, but you can see we're kind of working our way up the ladder. Our mistake lies in giving you feelings. I did not cause that. I've listened to you long enough. You can rot here for eternity. I do not care. Etheriel, we are leaving. You are invisible to him, for you have done terrible things. You will never be the one. Oh, rotten hell. I will, but I am with my loved one. You, on the other hand, will never be loved, not by him. His eyes, his heart belong to her. I pity you wanting him. Shut up. Then we kind of go back to the sewers, and we can see she kind of goes through her story. She talks about how she's bound to Earth like Prometheus with chains and bracelets that can't be broken. So she's basically there to help. She realizes that they're friends, but if you want to know the truth about the visions that she's having, she goes, I have to know. But if death touches her, she might know her visions, but she would die because everything death touches dies. But he doesn't usually touch archangels. Wait, what are you doing? I need to know. I need to know the visions. Your kind don't dream. Some angels have flashbacks, and others have life. Bylar said I might see my entire life with the touch of death. Do you have a death wish or something that could kill you? Well, I think it depends. Bylar, is it? Shut up. So anyway, that's Bylar, her demon friend. Just give it a rest. Answer me. So anyway, we can see because of that, I took a life. I told you, I warned there were consequences. It's not my fault, you know. You made your own shitty choices. Well, now you know. Get out of here. I don't want to see you hanging around. You're cramping my style. And then with that, death disappears. We're sorry. Anyway, it kind of picks up. I'm kind of going through this quickly just so that you guys can get a taste of it. The artwork in this is just a great. David Hutchinson picks up, and I think I'm going to take a guess as to what's happening. Death finally decides to go home. That's refreshing. I'm home. He needs a place where he's going to feel safe. He wants to raise the child. And this is pretty great. Hello. Hey, Dad. Why do you darken my doorstep? You made it pretty clear you didn't want anything to do with us. What have you done this time? Death. I'm pregnant. You can see he's got a pregnancy stick. Haha, my boy, come on in. I was just kidding. You know, look at you, all shining, glowing. You know it's not mine, right? Even better. Go back to New York City. Basically, Bylar and Miridia, they become human. And they're down there living, but they wound up getting found out. They were hunted down, and they now know that basically through a bit of torture and, you know, a little bit of convincing, they spilled the beans that Death wound up going basically to hell, where his dad is. Hell again. Dad, I'm right here. What the hell do you want? Geez, I thought we were going to eat. I'm pregnant here. How about a little sympathy? You're being a little bitch right now. I hope you don't pass on your manners onto my grandson. So how'd this happen? You get drugged at a party? I don't want to get into that now. Say, Dad? Yeah. Why is this table so damn long? Why do I have to shout just to be heard? Again, that's just kind of fun humor that they kind of stick into it. Things that you wouldn't think about when you're thinking of, you know, heaven and hell. They basically find a way that they know that they can get into hell. And she shows up. Miridia, you scared the shit out of me. I should have known it was you. Your face was covered, but I can count how many times I've seen those. Oh, Miridia, what's to do with that armored pendant? Son! She basically stabs him. Anyway, he was supposed to be under the protection down in hell. Contact. A connection springs to life, an undeniable attachment. Finally, I can hold you for the first time. A mother's instinct blooms in the heart of an angel. To be continued. So I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts on this. This is interesting stuff to me. There are things that I loved about this book and things that I didn't right away. So the art is fantastic. The color palettes, everything. I just absolutely love the way that they draw, you know, death, you know, the demons, the angels. How very sharp of a contrast the color coordination is. Anyway, the art is fantastic. It's kind of up my cup of tea. I loved it. It took me a little bit to get into the story because, like I said, I had 3 through 6, but I had to wait for 1 and 2 to try and find them. Now that I've got them, it was a little bit hard to follow in the first few issues. It felt very much like it was... You know, it was maybe written in a different language and it was roughly translated over. Some of the translation, and I could be wrong, but it felt like it was translated very roughly and was a little bit superficial. And then I'm going to say right around issue 3 or 4, it looks like that, you know, if the translation sharpened up and it made a lot more sense. And it was solid story. So what they do tell, they tell the story basically through dialogue all the way around and then action, which is cool and it can work. However, when you're dealing with something like Angelic Wars, where there's something so big going on, what I really would like to see a little more of is world building. Something like Jonathan Hickman is very good at, where maybe we wind up having some flashbacks to the actual Angelic Wars and what's happening and who the people are. We get introduced to these characters, they have names, but it's kind of hard to keep them straight once in a while. If what we need is a little more detail, so the world building. So again, flashbacks, a little more detail, that goes back and fills in the gaps. This is a lot of action moving around that's happening, which is cool and it's good, but we need more for the history of what happened, and I think it would help us understand who or what's going on in the Angelic Wars. And I'm sure that they've got this down because I can feel that they've got so much information and story that's going to come out yet. So anyway, my suggestion would be we just need a little more world building. I mean, that's what it boils down to. With that being said, I love the artwork. I do like the dialogue. This is fun. This is an enjoyable read. I'm going to give it a 7.0 on those strengths. And like I said, if we can really understand what the Angelic Wars were all about and what had happened, I think it would bring so much more context to this. So I'm hopeful it's going to continue to get better. I just wound up getting issue 7, so I can't wait to sit down and read that. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy this. It's a lot to get through in a short amount of time. Smash the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so that you know when we go live and do our live streams and we talk about movies, reviews. We'll do some comic book reviews. We go over on Wednesdays all the new comics that come out. And leave your comments below. I really want to know what you guys think on this. You might agree with me, you might disagree with me, and this is what I love to hear. But anyway, I think Antarctic Press has a solid a book here, and I've just got a feeling it's going to get better, so I'm crossing my fingers. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I can't wait to talk to you all soon. Bye.